Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Artisan Pirate here, and welcome back to the train room. Now it has been quite a while since we have checked into the train room and seen the layout. I think the last update for this room was way back in January, and I do apologize for that. I have been extremely busy with the woodworking side of things. You guys primarily know that I am a YouTube woodworker, and those are the Monday videos, and the train room and other stuff is on Wednesday videos over here on this channel platform. But anyway, I have one more HO scale train set to show you guys, and it's got a little bit of a story to it, and I want to tell you about that. Now, I've always been fascinated with the circus, so when I went to my very first train show way back in 2022, it was March of 2022 at the Mebane train display. I went to my very first train show, and I was starry-eyed at all the train stuff. I was amazed. I'd never been to a show like that, never been to a train show. I'd only been going to the display and watching the O-scale trains run around. But as soon as I went in there, I seen a HO scale circus train for, I believe it was 20 bucks, and I asked the guy, did it run? Of course you're going to ask that question, and he said yes. And I said, can you do any better? He said no, 20, and I laid the 20 down and I got it, and I was so happy to finally have a circus train. And I got it with the intention not to run it, just to put it on a shelf, because I've always loved the circus. I remember going as a kid, remember those memories with my family, just sitting there and watching these amazing animals do everything, and then the acrobatics above everything for the trapeze artist and all. And the old train store that used to be in Gibsonville, North Carolina, where we'd done the Gibsonville Garden Railroad tour, Bobby's World of Trains used to have a huge G-scale train going all the way around the top of his store, and I always looked at it and was always fascinated by it, and I always wanted one. Now, I do know the set that's right behind me that I'm about to show you is not complete. I have seen the full train set together. Again, this was just me wanting something to display, and an added bonus is it does run. So we're going to get it down, we're going to look at it, put it on the tracks, and let it get a few laps around on the little layout here. So really cool. And the train set in question is Corky's Carnival Caravan, and there you see a nice little streamlined diesel, and it has nice detail on it. Of course, the classic HO scale couplers there, nice bright yellow color, so it adds something instead of the drab, you know, like dark grays and blacks of diesel engines. You know, I do have a couple of the Santa Fe engines, but again, I know this is not the full set, so just keep that in mind. This was just me wanting a circus train set, and I know that whoever bundled this together added some different accessories to it, and it's not all the cars in the consist or any other little circus treats or anything that go with it. But there is the diesel, and we're going to lay him down here to get him ready to go on the tracks. Then we have the actual carriage here. Lifelike combined shows, 3-ring World Toured Circus Wild West Troupe, and there you see it is decorated, and it looks like the people taking care of the carnival is there in the coach. And I only got one coach, and this coach was very light when I first put it onto the tracks. So what I done was took it apart carefully, and I cleaned it up as best I could, because I'm still unfamiliar with that process. And I glued, I don't know if you can see down in there, probably not, 2 little bolts that I had out in the workshop, you know, in there to give it some weight. And it's been one of the best running coaches that I have now, because I will occasionally just run a consist of the coaches I have. And then we have the actual piece here that has what would house the animals and everything. So really cool. And they're just on there with 2 little elastic rubber bands, the very small ones you can get for like braided hair and all. And they look cool, and they can also be taken off and just put around your layout as well. Also, with this bundle, I've got it at the construction site, was a little tractor, and I guess that would be how you would simulate it, like moving these little carriages around your layout and all. But this is cool. Now, one of the couplers on this was broken, and I have replaced it. So we'll put this down, and I put the little bulldozer back here. And then finally we have just a standard yellow Union Pacific caboose. Again, I know this is not the full set or the proper arrangement, but I am happy to show it to you guys. I was kind of hesitating on showing it to you guys because I know it wasn't the full set, but I thought, what the heck, we will do it, and I can show it off and get back into the train room. But really cool. It's nice there. The smokestack is intact. I know that's like a chronic issue that it is usually broke off within shipping and transport and all, especially going to shows like that and being thrown in a box. But since everything is down off the shelf, let me move the camera down to the layout, and we'll get the train on the track and get it rolling. And we will begin by Getting the locomotive on it. And I will tell you, he is a loud runner. He kind of growls a little bit, kind of like a bear when it starts up. But once it gets a few laps in, it starts to quiet down for whatever reason. And I don't know if that's something wrong internally or just the actual make of this train. Again, I've seen someone unbox the full train set over on YouTube. And now we will put the coach on. And that's why I say I know that this is not the full set or the full consist of the coaches and all, but we will couple those together. We'll move the diesel down a little bit. We will get the animal carriers on. And it's also got some writing for the circus right down here at the bottom, but some of the paint has been chipped away, I guess through wear and tear, and I can't quite make out what that does say. Now we will do the Union Pacific caboose. There we go. All lined up now, as you've seen in the thumbnail when you clicked onto the video. But we will give it some juice here on the transformers, and we'll let it go around a few laps. Really cool and a whole lot of fun. Great way to relax in the evening after a long day out in the workshop slinging sawdust. Let me move the camera one more time and we will wrap up the video, and I'll give you an update on the future of the train room. And that is the circus train that I have in my train consist. Now 90% of the time it lives up here on the shelf where you see me take it down, but if someone wants to see it run when they come over, I happily take it down and oblige and put it on the tracks and let it get a few laps in. I hope you guys noticed that, like, when it started it made that growling noise, but as it got warmed up, I guess, it started getting a little bit quieter. And of course I had my 060 steam engine pulling its consist on the second loop as well. So really cool. Once again, well worth $20 for me, especially for the nostalgia it invokes in me from seeing that train back in the first train store I ever went to. So really cool. You guys know that nostalgia plays a huge part in what I do and the way I go about things, especially with stuff like this. Regarding the future of the train room, it is still very much a thing, and I'm still working towards that full 4-foot by 8-foot layout, but I don't think I want this room now to be entirely trains. I just spoke about nostalgia, and trains are going to be the forefront with the layout in the middle, but I'm also wanting to add my Hot Wheels stuff in here, just stuff from my childhood, put up some shelves, maybe get another display case to put like my old Ninja Turtle stuff in, my Power Rangers stuff that I had from childhood that's just up in the attic in totes and everything, and just kind of encapsulate everything that helps make me who I am. Once again, the primary focus of this channel is the Monday woodworking videos, and the Wednesday videos have kind of developed from the train room videos to sticker swap videos to now we're out and about in my hometown of Burlington and even farther, doing little tours and everything to show you guys just what makes me who I am today and what's got me to where I am today in the form of those videos. But I'm happy to get back into the train room. I still am relaxing in here in the afternoons or in the early mornings if I know I'm not going to get no shop time in, if I've got something elsewhere to be. There's a lot more to YouTube than just filming the videos. You know, there's editing processes and all, and I want to make sure that everything is up to quality and to a standard that my followers and subscribers like you guys can enjoy. It is going to still be a thing going forward. You guys know I have backed off the post over on my Instagram feeds, but it's still here. I haven't packed it away. I haven't done nothing with it. I don't know if I'm going to go with a full 4 foot by 8 foot now that I know what I want to do with it. I do want to get out my vintage Hot Wheels tracks, clean them up. If the boosters and all that take the batteries are messed up, I want to get those fixed and start documenting those sets like I've done the train sets here. But I thank you guys for continuing to ask about the train room. That just makes me think that it means something to other people out there other than me. Again, I'm happy to get in here in the afternoons and just let the trains run and relax and check the news feeds or listen to music. I've got my party speaker sitting here on the floor, and that's usually what I'll do. I'll put some trains on and crank up the music and just get lost and meditate about the day and just think about the day. But once again, it's not going nowhere. I've just been especially busy, and the woodworking does take front and center stage of everything that I do, and I just want you guys to know that. You guys know I upload every Monday a woodworking video, and every Wednesday it'll be an extracurricular activity like the train room here, showing off my Hot Wheels collection, or just going to a park or something like that and showing that off and telling you what I know about the history, or going to a museum or something. But really cool. I had a lot of fun in this video, and I hope you guys liked it. Thank you guys for sticking with me with the train room. There is going to be more to come. Again, everything just takes time, and I don't want to rush into anything and then just rush into it so quickly that I get burned out on it, if that makes any sense. I thank you guys for tagging along. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel and also follow me over on Instagram at Artisan Pirate. Links to all my social medias as well as ways to contact me will always be linked down in the description box below these videos. That's about all for this one, and remember guys, if I can make it or do it, so can you. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care. I'll see you on down the tracks. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.